Hi there, welcome to the second part of my tutorial series on mapmaking. In this part, we're going to take our height map from the previous video and import it into Wilbur, where we're going to use erosion to give our map some more detail, and eventually even some semi-realistic hill shading. So this video was actually meant to be recorded with the live commentary, but Murphy's Law is always applicable, so I've had to do this as a voiceover, which is also why I've re-released my first episode, which you can find on my channel. First things first, download Wilbur via the link in the description. Then go to Photoshop and open up the height map that we created in the last video. Export the image from Photoshop. It's important to keep in mind that it has to be a grayscale image, and that sometimes including metadata will make it so that Wilbur can't read the file. I could also have optimized this a bit by constraining the amount of ocean visible between the landmass and the image border. Keep this in mind when exporting your own map. The larger the image, the longer the load times in Wilbur, so try and keep the image size down as much as possible. You can see that the white square that we saved in Photoshop is visible in the corner here in Wilbur, and it's pure white. If we then look over to the mountains that we painted, you can see that they are a mid-tone, and due to the white square being here, they're going to stay a mid-tone. If the white square wasn't included in the photo, this would cause issues for us later on. Begin by using the Select from Terrain tool. We start from 0.1 to however high you want to go. Let's begin by doing some of the basics. First of all, we're going to fill all the basins and run one cycle of precipitation-based erosion. After this, we're going to take an algorithmic approach to the rest of the erosion cycles. We're going to start by adding absolute magnitude noise, followed by 2 erosion cycles where we have 1 blur and we change the amount to 0.6. We're then going to follow this up with 1 incise flow with an amount of 0.6, a flow exponent of 0.4667, a pre-blur of 0.5 and a post-blur of 0.5. The second incise flow is going to be the same amount, same flow exponent, but we're going to lower the blur to 0.25. We're then going to follow this by 1 precipitation-based erosion cycle. We can repeat this cycle as many times as we want to. In this tutorial, I'm going to use it twice, as you can see in the time lapse. And then this is the finished results. If you found it hard to follow along, I've gone ahead and summarized all the steps for you on screen and in a text file that you can download from the description. Thank you for watching the second video of this tutorial series. Make sure to subscribe not to miss the other parts or just to support my work. The higher the numbers, the better I feel about me putting my time and energy into making these types of things.